journey to mastery has been an amazing ride. It's definitely been a challenge that I've been undertaking to get out of being comfortable and to really going out there and really finding my true purpose and opening those gateways in my brain. And it's just, and doing it with Laura, just growing with her, it's like, and we're just like with this one power, you know, and the belief and the focus that we have, I just feel unstoppable when we get in that zone. Who's the cleaner? Because I just don't think about it, I just do it. The cleaner just does it, doesn't think about it, doesn't want any applause, just goes on for the next job and just keeps on going and wants to keep on excelling. Being exposed to having a higher name has helped me tremendously in my guitar playing, or if I'm working out in the gym, because it puts me in that zone where, again, I'm unstoppable. I could just do anything and accomplish anything I want to put my mind to doing. My next step to come to this experience of the retreat, why I came, because I love family, and this is a family atmosphere, and being around people that just have the positive energy of love. You just feed off of each other, and that's what we all need. Growth is important to me because I'm never there. There's always something else to grow into. I get done with one challenge, I have another one I'm going to do. I'm going to just keep on growing and growing. There's just so much to accomplish and to inspire. Being in mastery of Rod, just the lessons that I'm learning are amazing. And just being able to take what he's teaching and what everybody's teaching and feeding off each other and taking it to the next level. That's why I would like to share that just being here with all of you and just the smiles and the warmth that I'm feeling is, I told Laura, we were talking on the way here, how you feel. Like, I feel like I'm home. I feel like I'm home. It's like a communal style. I mean, it's just an awesome, awesome feeling.
So I always tell Laura, everything happens for a reason, my beautiful Laura. And I'm going to tell you a story about my dad. His name was Srul Chait, and he was born in 1909 in Radno, Poland. He lived with his 2 parents and his 5 siblings. And from the pictures I saw, they had a very, very happy life. But my grandfather's 2 brothers and sisters, they immigrated to America in like 1920. My grandfather decided to stay in Poland. And he had one of the finest tailor shops in Poland. And there his, my dad and his brother would work for many, many years. And they seemed to enjoy it. Then one day this woman from America came. Her name was Minya. And she came to Poland. And she met my dad. And they got married. Well, the plan was they were going to go to America, take my grandfather, Minya, my dad were going, and they're going to open up this tailor shop and bring all the rest of the family to America. Well, when my dad and Minya boarded the ship, my grandfather decided he wasn't going. And that was because at this time, my uncles and aunts had many, many children, and the war was getting heated. He thought it was best to stay. So my dad and Minya took off to America. And they lived on Delancey Street, New York, but the marriage didn't get along, so they got divorced. So he went and enlisted in the United States Army and went back overseas to fight in World War II. And they couldn't pronounce his name, Srul Chait, so he changed it to Charles Hyman, because that was like his American cousins. You know, and he was always trying to reach out to try and find out what happened to his family. He didn't really know. He really never knew the outcome. No results came back, just correspondence, never knew. So he served his tours of duty, and he came back home to Cincinnati, Ohio. He lived on top of a grocery store of his aunt, Edith Greenstein's house. And there, he stayed there for a little bit, and he married my mom. He met her. She's a Russian immigrant named Sarah Duver. So they got married, and they had my daughter, my sister Barbara, and I got all these names mixed up. My sister Barbara. Anyways, my mom loved the ocean. She wanted to be close to the ocean, so they got in a car, went cross country, and moved to Mar Vista, California. That's where my brother Yehuda, my sister Barbara, and myself were raised. And I tell you, it was a great childhood, but I always felt something was missing. my friends had grandparents, grandmothers, grandfathers, uncles, and aunts. I didn't have these. I didn't have it in the physical sense. I didn't feel it, My parents, we were all blessed that both of them loved each other, and they really supported us in our creativity, instilled us the work ethic, and just the love of the ocean, just taking us to the beach every day. That's all we did. And I got a job in the movie studios, which made my dad really, really happy, because it was a union job. He was a union man. He worked for the Amalgamated Tailors Union, and he knew that it was going to be secure. I was going to have a secure life. And I did. I mean, I do. I realize it's still secure, And so I decided to take a little hiatus. I was in a rock band, and one of my bandmates and we decided we were going to do an adventure. So on the way out of town, we stopped at one of his friend's house, and there I met my lovely Laura. Yeah. It's a happy love. I met her on a doorstep, and we didn't even know what the outcome was going to be, right? Didn't know. So I moved to Hawaii on the North Shore. For 6 months I was there just surfing and having a good time, living on, pancakes and pineapple. That's what I did. Made $2,000 last that whole time. So I came back and ran into Laura at the beach. She invited me to a backyard party, which was a big thing back then, backyard parties. And we fell in love, and it became inseparable. And at that time, I had a great job at MGM Studios. But one morning I got to work, it was 6 a.m. in the morning, and I got a call from my brother-in-law, and he told me my dad had a massive heart attack and passed. So, you got this. Yeah, I was devastated. I called Laura right away and held him for as long as I could in the room. My mom and sister were in there, and my mom held us all and hugged us and assured us, your dad loved you very, very much. And he was a great man, quiet, but very proud, and he would do anything for us kids. So a couple years after he passed, Laura and I got married, and we moved to Venice, California. And we raised 3 beautiful daughters, Natasha, Erica, and Alyssa. And the house got a little small. It was a 1-bedroom, like 600 square feet. 3 kids. Even bootlegging a garage didn't work. So we moved to Santa Clarita, right? We moved there, and we were there for quite a while. But that's when I started getting into computers. We had our first computer, and I started going on My Ancestry. And I said, what if? What if my family was still alive? What if they made it out? And did some research and found out my entire family and most of the town around them, unfortunately, were brutally murdered, shot down by bullets. And it's called Holocaust by bullets. And that should never, ever happen again. The only way that's going to not happen is love. And the love in this room is what the world really needs, So, Laura and I are very fortunate that our daughters met 3 amazing men, Jared, Evan, and Mike. We have 3 beautiful grandchildren. Abigail, Aiden, Jonah, Devin, and Charlie. And just being, involved with our transformation, both our bodies and our mind, watching Laura be able to focus on the good from a bad situation, I now, too, have been able to focus on the good from a bad situation. Because if my dad wouldn't have came to America with Minya, and then got divorced, met my mom, and then unfortunately the tragic events that happened, I wouldn't be right here telling you this story right now. Right? I wouldn't have this amazing family. I wouldn't be here with this amazing family right here. So our grandson, our latest grandson, Charles Hyman Greenstein, he was born last year. And his first name is named after my dad, Charles. My mom used to call him Charlie. And his middle name is named after my son-in-law's grandfather, whose first name is Hyman. Pretty unusual, right? Charlie Hyman's back.